In this sacred moment of stillness, let us turn inward and attune ourselves to the whispers of the divine essence that resides within the depths of our being, the eternal, ineffable truth that the only true God is the I Am presence that animates and breathes life into all of creation. As we settle into a state of meditative awareness, allowing the rhythmic flow of our breath to anchor us in the present moment, we bear witness to the profound liberation that arises when we let go of the limiting beliefs, dogmas, and external authorities that have kept us tethered to patterns of separation, fear, and disempowerment. Imagine the vast expansiveness that unfolds when we awaken to the understanding that the divine is not a distant external force to be worshipped or appeased, but rather the very essence of our own being, the source from which all manifestations of life and creativity eternally spring forth. In this liberated state, we let go of the need to seek validation, guidance, or salvation from external sources, be they religious institutions, spiritual leaders, or even personal deities. Instead, we embrace the understanding that the true path to enlightenment, to self-realization, and to co-creating a world that reflects the highest aspirations of the human spirit lies in turning inward and awakening to the divine spark that dwells within each of us. As we breathe into this practice, we let go of the fear, guilt, and shame that have historically been weaponized by dogmatic belief systems to control and disempower the masses. Instead, we cultivate a spirit of unshakable self-trust, self-assurance, and an inner knowing that our direct connection to the source is unbreakable, unassailable, and eternally present. Imagine the profound sense of empowerment that arises when we let go of the need to seek external validation or approval, and instead we act from a place of self-sovereignty, self-determination, and an unwavering belief in our ability to create the reality we desire through the alignment of our thoughts, intentions, and actions with the infinite potentiality of the I Am presence. In this liberated state, we awaken to the understanding that our true nature is not one of separation, lack, or limitation, but rather one of infinite abundance, boundless creativity, and an inherent worthiness to experience the fullness of life in all its richness and beauty. As we breathe into this practice, we let go of the belief that we are mere pawns in a cosmic game subject to the whims of external forces or predetermined destinies. Instead, we embrace the understanding that we are co-creators of our reality, of powerful, sovereign beings who possess the innate capacity to shape and mold our experiences through the conscious direction of our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Imagine a world where individuals are empowered to pursue their passions, to contribute their unique gifts and talents, and to live lives of purpose and authentic self-expression, not from a place of fear or scarcity, but from a place of abundance, self-assurance, and an unshakable belief in their inherent worth and divine potential. In this liberated state, we cultivate a culture of innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship, one that celebrates the diversity of human expression and recognizes that each of us has something valuable to contribute to the co-creation of a more just, equitable, and sustainable world. As we breathe into this practice, we let go of the limiting belief that success is measured solely by external markers of achievement or material wealth, and instead, we embrace a more holistic understanding of prosperity, one that recognizes the inherent value in pursuing work that is aligned with our deepest callings, that contributes to the greater good, and that allows us to fully express our authentic selves as divine co-creators. Imagine a world where workplaces are not merely environments of productivity and profit, but rather sacred spaces that nurture the growth, well-being, and self-actualization of all those who inhabit them. In this liberated state, we cultivate organizational cultures that prioritize authenticity, creative self-expression, and a deep sense of purpose and meaning. Recognizing that when individuals are empowered to bring their full authentic selves to their work, they are better equipped to contribute their unique gifts and talents to the collective mission of manifesting heaven on earth. And as we breathe into this practice of embodying the I am presence, we bear witness to a profound shift in the way we approach our personal growth and self-care, a shift that is rooted in the understanding that true wealth and abundance is not merely the accumulation of material possessions, but rather a state of holistic well-being that allows us to show up in the world as fully expressed, self-realized beings. We let go of the limiting belief that self-care is a luxury or an indulgence, and instead we embrace it as a sacred practice, an investment in our most precious resource, our own divine essence. For it is from this place of wholeness, this state of integration and balance, that we are able to fully embody the I am presence and co-create the reality we desire. Imagine a world where individuals are empowered to prioritize their self-care and personal growth, engaging in practices and modalities that promote physical vitality, emotional intelligence, mindfulness, and spiritual awareness. In this liberated state, we cultivate a culture that recognizes the inherent value in nurturing our whole selves, understanding that it is through the integration and authentic expression of our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual dimensions that we unlock our full potential as divine co-creators. As we continue to breathe into this practice, we bear witness to the profound impact it can have on our relationships and our sense of community. For in the absence of fear, separation, and limiting beliefs, we are better equipped to show up fully present, authentically vulnerable, and deeply connected to those around us and the interconnected web of life itself. Imagine a world where our relationships are built upon a foundation of mutual understanding, respect, and a genuine desire to uplift and support one another on our individual journeys of growth, self-discovery, and the embodiment of our highest visions and aspirations as expressions of the divine. In this liberated state, we let go of the belief that our worth, our value is contingent upon external validation or societal norms, and instead we embrace the unique and inherent beauty of our authentic selves and those of our loved ones as sparks of the eternal I am presence. We cultivate relationships that are rooted in open, honest, and vulnerable communication, where we feel empowered to express our truths, our vulnerabilities, and our deepest desires without fear of judgment or rejection. And within these sacred spaces of connection, we hold one another accountable with love, offering gentle guidance, support, and encouragement as we navigate the challenges and triumphs that inevitably arise on our respective paths of self-actualization and divine embodiment. As we breathe into this practice, we bear witness to the formation of powerful communities of like-hearted individuals, each committed to living their truth, embracing their authenticity, and co-creating a world that uplifts and celebrates the inherent worth and divine potential of all beings. Within these liberated spaces, we let go of the cultural narratives and societal conditioning that have historically divided us, pitting us against one another based on arbitrary distinctions of race, religion, gender, or ideology. Instead, we embrace the understanding that our differences are not sources of division or conflict, but rather they are the threads that weave together the tapestry of our shared human experience, a tapestry that is rich, vibrant, reflective of the boundless creativity and diversity of the divine essence that animates all of life. In these sacred communities, we hold space for one another to dream big, to challenge the status quo, and to continually evolve in our understanding and expression of our authentic selves and our highest divine potential. We cultivate environments that are rooted in a spirit of curiosity, open-mindedness, and a genuine desire to learn from one another's unique perspectives and life experiences as expressions of the infinite facets of the I am presence. And as we continue to embody this practice of living as the I am, we bear witness to a profound shift in the way we approach our collective pursuit of social justice, equity, and systemic change. A shift that is rooted in the understanding that true transformation arises not from a place of lack, scarcity, or disempowerment, but rather from a place of abundance, divine sovereignty, and an unwavering commitment to co-creating a world that reflects the highest aspirations of the human spirit. Imagine a world where individuals from all walks of life are empowered to identify the pressing challenges, inequities, and systemic injustices within their communities, and to take bold, intentional action to address them, not from a place of anger, resentment, or rigid ideology, but from a place of love, compassion, and a genuine desire to uplift and empower all beings as expressions of the divine. In this liberated state, we cultivate a culture of civic engagement, social responsibility, and authentic activism, where every individual recognizes the power they hold to shape and mold the world around them through the choices they make, the actions they take, and the energy they bring to their pursuits as divine co-creators. We let go of the belief that meaningful change can only be achieved through violent uprisings, destructive protests, or the demonization of those with differing perspectives and ideologies. Instead, we embrace the understanding that true and lasting transformation arises from a place of nonviolent resistance, radical compassion, and a willingness to engage in open, honest, and vulnerable dialogue with those whom we may perceive as adversaries. Imagine a world where individuals and communities are empowered to seek innovative, collaborative solutions that address the root causes of injustice, inequality, and systemic oppression. Solutions that uplift the dignity and worth of all involved and that seek to create a more just equitable and harmonious world for all expressions of the divine to thrive. In this liberated state of embodying the I Am presence, we bear witness to a flourishing of grassroots initiatives, community-based organizations, and social enterprises, all fueled by the collective understanding that our well-being is inextricably linked to the well-being of our global community, and that it is through our authentic expression, our intentional actions, and our commitment to uplifting one another that we can co-create a world of true abundance. And as we breathe into this practice, we bear witness to a profound transformation in the way we approach our relationship with the natural world. A transformation that is rooted in a deep reverence for the intricate web of life that sustains us, and a commitment to living in harmonious balance with the rhythms and cycles of nature as an expression of the divine. We let go of the limiting belief that our planet is a resource to be exploited and consumed, and instead we embrace a mindset of stewardship, regeneration, and reciprocity, one that recognizes our interconnectedness with all life and our responsibility to protect, nurture, and give back to the delicate ecosystems upon which our collective well-being and our ability to fully embody the I Am presence depends. Imagine a world where individuals and communities are empowered to take intentional action to preserve and regenerate our natural environments, to adopt sustainable practices that minimize our ecological footprint, and to seek innovative solutions that allow us to meet our needs without compromising the ability of future generations to thrive and experience the boundless beauty and abundance of a healthy, vibrant planet. In this liberated state, we cultivate a deep sense of reverence, awe, and gratitude in our interactions with the natural world, understanding that our well-being and our true wealth is inextricably linked to the well-being of our planet as an expression of the divine creative force that animates all of life. It is through our authentic connection, our willingness to live in harmony with the natural order, and our commitment to giving back to the earth that sustains us, that we can co-create a world of true and lasting abundance for all expressions of the I Am presence. Imagine a world where the pursuit of wealth and material possessions is no longer the driving force behind our individual and collective actions, but rather a means to an end, a platform from which we can contribute our unique gifts, talents, and resources to the greater good of all beings and the planet we call home as an expression of our divine nature. In this liberated state of embodying the I Am, we let go of the limiting belief that money and material wealth are sources of happiness, fulfillment, or self-worth. Instead, we embrace the understanding that true abundance arises from a place of internal alignment, a deep sense of purpose and meaning, and a commitment to living our truth in service of something greater than ourselves, the expression and embodiment of the divine essence that animates all of creation. As we breathe into this practice, we bear witness to a profound shift in the way we perceive and interact with money and material possessions. We let go of the scarcity mindset, the fear of lack, and the belief that our worth is contingent upon the size of our bank accounts or the material trappings of success. Instead, we cultivate an abundance mindset, one that recognizes that the universe is infinitely abundant and that our ability to attract and manifest the resources we need is directly proportional to our ability to align our thoughts and actions with our highest visions and aspirations as divine co-creators. Imagine a world where individuals are empowered to develop a healthy, conscious relationship with money, one that is rooted in a deep sense of gratitude, respect, and a commitment to utilizing our resources in a way that uplifts and supports the greater good as an expression of our divine nature. In this liberated state, we let go of the belief that money is inherently good or bad, and instead we recognize it as a powerful tool, a tool that can be used to create positive change, to support causes and initiatives that align with our values, and to contribute to the co-creation of a more just, equitable, and abundant world for all expressions of the divine to thrive. As we continue to breathe into this practice, we bear witness to a renaissance of ethical investing, conscious consumerism, and purpose-driven entrepreneurship, where individuals and organizations are actively seeking ways to align their financial decisions and business practices with their deepest values and their commitment to creating positive impact in the world as expressions of the I Am Presence. We let go of the belief that profit and positive impact are mutually exclusive, and instead we embrace the understanding that true abundance arises from a harmonious integration of financial sustainability and a genuine commitment to uplifting the well-being of all stakeholders, our employees, our customers, our communities, and the planet we all share as a sacred expression of the divine creative force. Imagine a world where businesses are not merely engines of profit, but rather vehicles for positive transformation, organizations that are built upon a foundation of ethical values, environmental stewardship, and a genuine commitment to creating a more just, equitable, and abundant world for all expressions of the divine to thrive. In this liberated state, we cultivate organizational cultures that prioritize authenticity, creative self-expression, and deep sense of purpose and meaning, recognizing that when individuals are empowered to bring their full, authentic selves to their work, they are better equipped to contribute their unique gifts and talents to the collective mission of manifesting heaven on earth through the embodiment of the I Am Presence. And as we breathe into this practice of living as the I Am, we bear witness to a profound shift in the way we approach education, transformation that is rooted in the understanding that true learning is not merely the acquisition of knowledge, but a lifelong journey of self-discovery, personal growth, and the cultivation of the skills and mindsets necessary to thrive as our fully expressed, authentic selves as divine beings. We let go of the outdated belief that education is a one-size-fits-all endeavor, and instead we embrace a more holistic and personalized approach, one that recognizes the unique learning styles, interests, passions, and aptitudes of each individual learner, and that seeks to nurture the full spectrum of human potential as an expression of the infinite creativity of the I Am Presence. Imagine a world where learners of all ages are empowered to take an active role in shaping their educational journeys, pursuing areas of study that ignite their curiosities and feed their souls, while engaging in experiential learning opportunities that allow them to apply their knowledge in real-world contexts that are meaningful and relevant to their unique life experiences as expressions of the divine. In this liberated state, we cultivate environments that foster critical thinking, creativity, emotional intelligence, and a deep sense of global citizenship, recognizing that the challenges of our rapidly changing world require not merely mastery of academic disciplines, but the development of a broad range of skills, mindsets, and self-awareness that will enable individuals to continually adapt, innovate, and show up as their most authentic and empowered selves as embodiments of the I Am Presence. Imagine a world where education is not merely a means to an end, but rather a path to self-actualization and the full embodiment of our highest divine potential. In this liberated state, we let go of the belief that education is solely about securing a well-paying job or achieving a certain level of societal status. Instead, we embrace the understanding that true education is about unlocking the boundless potential within each of us, empowering us to live lives of purpose, passion, and authentic self-expression, and to contribute our unique gifts and talents to the co-creation of a more just equitable and abundant world for all expressions of the divine to thrive.